Many traditions mentioned about the negative effects of hubbud dunya. For example, the Prophet of God Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa alihi announces his prophethood at the age of 40, at a time of Ba'tha. At this time, the narrations mention that Shaitan would cry out and his followers would gather around him. They would say, the time has come when the final prophet is here and he's going to spread justice and this message of Islam. People aren't going to follow us anymore. Our job has become very difficult. Shaitan would turn to his followers and say, don't worry. Do the people of his nation have an ilaqa with the dunya? Do they have a relationship with the dunya? They would say yes. He said, we will trap them using 3 things. Now we have some traditions where Shaitan tells the human being how I will trap you. Rarely do you find an enemy that will tell you his secrets on what he's going to do to trap you. He says, we'll use 3 things to trap them. One is tahsilul mal al-haram, the gaining of illegitimate means and money. The second is spending money in that which is haram. And the third is not fulfilling monetary obligations. Now this, many of us hear this, think this isn't something big. However, if you come on the day of Ashura, one of the things that Sayyid al-Shuhada salamullah alayhi says to the opposition and enemy in a very profound statement, he says, Muli'at butunukum min al-haram. Your stomachs, the vessel of your stomach and your inside has been filled with haram. Consuming morsels of haram or doing something which allows me to gain haram means can allow me or make me of those who would turn against the Imam of my time. The reason they were unable to identify the status of Sayyid al-Shuhada alayhi salam is because they were negligent of where they got their wealth from. They consumed haram things, whether it was something that is haram in the Sharia or the wealth that they gained was acquired through haram means. And therefore this sin of consuming haram is so great that it can turn someone against the Imam of their time. Many of them, for example, Umar ibn Sa'ad la'natullah alayh, what was the reason that he joined the opposition of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam? He was promised the governorship of Ray. He was promised this province that is now known as modern day Tehran around it, that you would be given this if you fight the grandson of Rasulullah. This hubbud dunya and this consumption of haram reached such an extent that they shed the blood of the grandson of the Prophet. In addition to this, very briefly, I wish to mention a point, and some people may not like this, but one of the ways that Shaitan grabs the human being into his trap is that he doesn't allow you to fill your monetary obligations in the Sharia. One of the